welcome to Cooking with Cori. I'm your host, Chef Cori Dern, and I'm also a proud media spokesperson for Foodland Ontario. And today I am showing you a recipe that is going to blow your mind. I have 3 words for you. Caramelized apple tiramisu. Yeah, you heard me. Caramelized apple tiramisu. Doesn't get any more yummy than that. In fact, I admit it, I'm a little drooly right now because it is so good. For this recipe, oh my, so simple, so delicious. We have gorgeous Ontario apples. When you go to Foodland Ontario for the recipe, it's going to say, as a recommend, to use Crispin apples. I had not been familiar with the Crispin, so I did a little bit of homework on that, and I found out that yellow delicious apples are just as delicious for this recipe. And I'm going to tell you, I used these babies, and it turned out really, really great. So this recipe can't be caramelized apple without the apple. So we have apples here. You're going to need 3 of them for this recipe. And then the tiramisu, mascarpone, unless I'm saying it wrong, mascarpone, I don't know. You can write in and tell me which way if you'd like, but I'm going to go for the rest of the show saying mascarpone. We have 1 cup of mascarpone cheese for this recipe as well. We have some vanilla. We have a little bit of lemon juice, and I'll tell you why we've got lemon juice in just a minute. We've got honey. And then we have our lovely aromatics for our mascarpone. Also whipping cream. I should add that we also have whipping cream. Brown sugar. We have nutmeg. We have cinnamon. I've got butter. I've got cornstarch. A little pinch of nutmeg, I should say. And it actually looks like a little pinch on the plate. It's quite cute. And then together, it forms together to make something absolutely delicious. And then we've got ginger snaps right here that are all crumpled up that are going to be absolutely great for the layering. So let me tell you a little bit about this recipe. This is one of those recipes that doesn't really take a long amount of active time. It's really about being very watchful when you're cooking. This is not a recipe that you want to walk away from the stove when you're doing. So it's always a really great idea to have everything that you need for this recipe laid out in front of you, and then you'll start your cook. You're going to want to start with a saute pan. I hand cut these apples, I should say. So what I did was I peeled them and then I sliced them, and you can see how they are absolutely gorgeous here. A lovely slice. I didn't go too thin. I wanted there to be just a little bit of body to the apple. So that when I cooked it and the moisture was released from it, it wouldn't be paper thin. It would still have a little bit of yumminess to it, but be very flexible. And to this, that's where I added the lemon juice. After I sliced my 3 apples, I tossed it in lemon juice, and then I just set it aside. And the lemon juice helps with brightness of flavor, but it also makes sure that your apple doesn't brown on you. Not that this apple is really known for browning, but it's a really great way to keep your apple from going brown, because the only browning you want is during the caramelization of it. So I have my apple slices right here. As I said, I've got my mascarpone, and what I would do is, or what I did is, I got my saute pan, and in my saute pan I poured a little bit of water and some brown sugar, and I moved it around with some butter and moved it around so that it would start to melt and bubble, and that only took about, I'm going to say, about a minute. And then I tossed in my apples. And what happens is when you add the apple to the already melted brown sugar, it's going to kind of thicken up a bit and get a little bit of hard, like a little hard, and I don't want you to freak out and go, oh no, it seized on me. It didn't. That's totally normal. You're going to continue to gently mix it, and the moisture, the liquid, the juice of the apple is going to be released into that beautiful brown sugar butter, you know, caramely yumminess. And then you're just going to delicately fold it for about 7 to 10 minutes, depending on your stove, not on a high heat. You want to kind of keep it medium to low. And you're going to gradually stir it until the apples soften. And when they soften, the liquidiness is going to return. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add your equal parts of cornstarch and honey to it, and water, sorry, equal parts cornstarch, water, and honey to it to basically give it body. So what you're going to do is you're going to mix that in with your apples, and it's going to give it that kind of body that you're looking for. You know, it's just easier if I kind of show you. It's going to make it look like this. How, you know, I could just end this right here and just start showing you about how Yeah, this is so good. Look at this. This is what you want. Oh, it's dripping. I'm so sorry. I should look that up, but I won't. You want your apples to look just like this. They're soft, they're creamy, the cornstarch and the honey, and it just made it nice and thick. And then you're going to set it aside, and you're going to combine in your mixing bowl your mascarpone, your whipping cream, and you're going to set it on your mixer, and you're going to whip it up until it's got soft peaks. And then to that, you're going to add your beautiful spice mixture. And into the mascarpone it goes, mix, 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 and then this is what you're going to end up with, this absolutely beautiful, creamy deliciousness. So I've got some lovely ginger crisps that I've broken up, the lovely ginger cookies, ginger snaps if you prefer. And I'm going to get my glass, and only because I'm a little high maintenance, I'm going to wipe up this because it's a little sticky. And now I'm going to start my layering. So this recipe, you can get up to, I'm going to say 6 of these. And you're going to go to foodlandontario.ca to check out the recipe. There we go. And I'm going to do it again into this glass. There we go. And you want it to be pretty. For this, I decided to use a rocks glass because I thought it looked really nice. And it's all about the layering, because you don't just, you know, when you smell something and it smells good and it whets your appetite, it's not the same as when you eat with your eyes. And this is definitely one of those recipes that you're eating with your eyes. So now I'm going to take some of my crumble and put that on top. And then I'm going to put some crumble over here as well. And then I'm going to add my gorgeous apples to it. And you're going to repeat this layering for the length of your glass or cocktail glass or whatever you wanted to do. If you want to do a cute one, you could do it in a shot glass. I suppose that's totally up to you. That would be kind of neat. And then we're going to put our tiramisu, our lovely mascarpone, on another layer. Just like that. And then I'm going to do my apple again. Just like that. And a little bit more of my ginger snap. And then dollop it with my last final layer of my mascarpone. Yum. And then a drizzle of sauce. You're going to love eating this recipe. Check out foodlandontario.ca, and we'll see you next time.